Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. And have you ever wondered why life feels so dull sometimes? I feel like we're not where we're supposed to be. Like right now, we don't like where we're at right now because we'd rather be somewhere else than here. Always looking forward to something. Always trying to get to the next things and the next things, because for some reason we tell ourselves that happiness, fulfillment, and contentment are behind the next thing that you're trying to get, but not in the now, not in this moment right now. For some reason, we've gotten so good at training ourselves to be telling our mind not to rest, not to just be relaxed, because we have to keep on chasing the next things, achieving the next goals, just so we can get to the finish line. But is there really a finish line where we'll be like crossing it and we're like, oh, now I'm done working, and now I'm just gonna sit back and watch the sunset and having someone rubbing my feet and painting my toes and, feeding me foods, and I don't have to do anything. Don't we all want that kind of life? You just have all the money you want and just not having to worry about anything. But what I've learned from listening to all of these podcasts from all of these successful people, they struggle. They go through their own things and having things that they have to deal with, worryings that they have to overcome. We all do. But it's what's hard to accept where we are now and have peace and contentment. It doesn't have to be happiness, but just be grateful for where we are now, rather than thinking about what we've lost or what we are about to lose in the future or upcoming, events. Because what we have it now, not the past, not the future, but now. But for some reason, our brain like to worries, putting ourselves into the moment in the future and live it. And the crazy thing is, our brain, it doesn't know reality and imaginary. So we imagine these things, we worry, later today I'm gonna have to go on a date or meet this girl or do these things or have this project or a presentation that I need to do, and I think about these things that give me anxiety. I think about them and I come up with things that probably gonna happen, the worst case scenario, and literally I'm having a panic attack thinking about them because, my brain thinking that I'm living it in this moment right now. But the reality is I'm just imagining things. And now I'm sitting here thinking about certain things that come and it suck. It's really a suck. But there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do right now to change the fact that it's going to happen. But I cannot help myself but to keep on thinking about it. And it suck. It suck. But I think, sometimes we have to go through these things so we learn. We learn not to do the same dumb shit again. We go through heartbreaks so we know what it's like to have your heart broken. So when the next person come along, you will know what it's like. You will know what it's like to have your heart broken. And when you feel love, that love would feel much, much more precious and, amazing, awesome. I don't even have a title for this episode because I was just going with the flow. Didn't know what I was gonna say, but it just felt right in the moment. And I'm sure you're going through the same things too. Worrying about the things that you need to do. Stressing yourself out because you're not where you want to be and you want to be there. You want to get there as fast as you can. But all we're doing is just rushing towards the finish line, if there is one. Then we're gonna get old, and once you get there, you will trade everything to get back to here, being miserable. But here, isn't that crazy? And now you're here. You don't want to be here. It's like, what the fuck? That's the hard part to swallow. It's like, why is it so hard to be content with where you are right now? And you always want to be somewhere else. Always trying to look for happiness elsewhere. But what if it's already within you, inside of you? Because it's kind of crazy how we always look for those things outside of us. Fame, achievement, being liked by other people, or money, or anything. But inside of us, like, I've never really go inside of myself. It sounds weird, right? But it's like I never really asked myself that question. Like, what is there inside of me? Well, now I just want to close my eye and just observe my thoughts and realize that there's nothing. All I see is the dark. But once you realize how lucky you are, having gratitude for all the things that you have, you realize that you have a lot of things that most people out there on this planet would kill to have, would trade everything they have to have the life that you have. And I feel like that is where we could find some peace within ourselves, to know that we have so much more than we could ever ask, but we forgot about them because you already possess them. You already have them. They don't have much of a value anymore. That's the crazy part. And now all you could think about are the things that you're about to lose, the thing that you wish you have, or the thing that you wish that would go the way you want, but didn't. And it sucked. Yeah, it sucked thinking about them, but we don't realize how lucky we are to even just being able to have the ability to just live, to have a life, to even just breathe in right now. We just don't know until it's gone. It's like everything in life. You don't know how precious they are until they're gone. So I just wanted to make this episode short because I have got to run to work. I'm getting a little late, but I just wanted to put it out there because I know once I get home by the night, it's gone. I will forget about it. Every single thing, so I just wanted the episodes just to be a quick reminder that yes, even though things are terrible right now and it feel like you're back to square one and you don't know what to do, don't know what to do, and you're so far behind from other people, and you're overwhelmed with all the things you have to do and things you need to be taken care of, and life is just hard. But I think that's what make it worth the living. The struggle, the discomfort that we have to go through. These are the things that one day you will look back and you'll be like, you know, I'm thankful for those terrible things because they built me into a more resilient human being. They turned me into a fucking savage. Not, literally, but mentally savage. Strong and resilient. And one day you'll look back to these days where you're struggling and you were working your ass off and feel like you're not enough most of the time. One day you'll look back and you'll be glad. You'll be glad that you never gave up. And you keep on going even when it's hard. Even when your body is telling you to stay on the couch, stay in the bed, eat the comfort foods. And you overdrive those commands and do the right things anyway. And you face discomfort. You did what were hard to do, but you did it anyway. And you came out on the other side, and now you're looking back. You'll be glad. You'll be glad that you stuck your head in and stay in the game and keep on going. Even when it's rough. You keep on trying even when all you could see is just failures. Mile and mile and miles down the road. But one day you'll look back at these days and you'll be glad that you didn't give up. One day. One day you will be able to connect all of the dots and realize that these days they were not that bad at all. They were the training ground, preparing you to be the person you ask, the person you want to become. So and keep your heads up and keep on going. You will get there. As long as you keep on going. Because you won't never be a loser if you don't quit. You won't ever be a loser if you don't give up. You won't ever be. Thank you for listening. I hope I'll see you on the next one.